starting out on hands and knees, we're going to get into some cat-cows. So let's get there. We're going to make sure we have hands squarely under shoulders. We're gripping the mat with a tiger claw hand, and elbows are moving inward slightly. And we think of zipping up the lowest ribs and zipping up the belly button in toward the spine before we even start to go anywhere, okay? We can even add a slight squeeze between our knees. So before we even move, we can really set ourselves up. And we can inhale to pull the heart forward between our arms. Belly button still wrapping in, and exhale to push the floor away. Wrap the belly button way up toward the ceiling. And think of dropping your head. Might feel good to shake it out. Let's take several rounds just like that, please. With each breath, let's think of adding a little bit more length and space to this beautiful spine that we are moving. All right, you can think of giving a nice push and pull into the floor. And the whole time we're moving, we're just kind of starting off this practice by becoming aware of that wrapping inward of the belly button toward the spine, of that whole band of tissue that runs around the front, back of the body, the abdominis rectus, pulling inwards. We're not abdominis rectus, transversus abdominis. Pulling inward, okay, along with its partner, abdominis rectus. So awareness there. Okay, let's start to make these a little bit more side to side, maybe a little bit more of a kind of a jump roping movement. And keep that same activity in your abdominal musculature. Wrap around, use the obliques here as you get a little bit more bendy. And let's wrap it around the other way a few times. All right, building a lot of warmth in the torso before we even get started. All right, let's bring it back to a tabletop position, and we're going to tuck our toes, friends, and hover our knees a little bit. Just hover them off the mat. So activating our lower body for sure as we really wrap that belly button in. Let's breathe here. Let's keep the knees hovering just like that. So we're perfectly set up. If we need to modify, we can drop 1 or 2 knees at any time. Okay, so please use your modifications. Slightly bend your elbows, pointing them back. Okay, take a big breath in as you extend the right leg back as if you're stepping back to. And exhale to set the right knee hovering under your right hip. We're going to do the other side. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, step it back in. Let's keep going. Right leg, big breath in. Bring it down as you exhale. Left leg. Bring it back in as you exhale. So we're going to keep going just like this. We're going to do a set of 10. This is number 3 on the right and 3 on the left. Keep the knees hovering as much as you can. Maybe alternate. 4 on the left. 5 on the right. Soft elbows. 5 on the left. Keep that hover. We're halfway there. 6. 6. 7. Keep your hover. Soft the elbows. 8. Nice and slow. No rush. 9. Last one is the best one. 10. And 10. Nice. Go ahead and drop your knees, friends. This is a nice time to sit back on our heels and stretch our wrists out because we're going to be using them a good bit. Let's just roll that around a little bit. Feels nice. Okay, make sure you get the other side too. Fingers pointed at your knees. And roll it up and down. Okay, let's bring it down to our elbows now. And we're going to walk our knees out just as much as feels appropriate. You find a little plank for yourself, little elbow plank, and we might keep the elbows just right under the shoulders for now, okay? Feel free to keep your hips as high as you like, but try not to drop them so they're kind of sagging toward the ground. Try to keep the belly button wrapping upwards, like a little bridge feeling under your body, okay? And then maybe you get spicy and you have a full elbow plank. So I want you to kind of choose what works for you. But here we go. We're set up. We're going to take 10 sets. Right leg steps out to the right, taps the floor, steps back into center. Left leg steps up to the left, steps back to center, okay? On the right, back to center. On the left, back to center. So find a nice pace. You most certainly do not need to match my pace, but I've challenged you to go nice and slowly, okay? Nice and slowly. We try to do about 8 to 10 reps of each movement, but if you do 4 or 6 and you liked them and they felt good, then that's perfect. Okay, let's say 2 more, friends, on each side. You can always drop those knees. You can always modify. Last one is the best one. Nice. Bring it down. Go ahead and sit back and stretch out your wrists again. Let's just get them another time. All right, should be feeling nice and warm. I sure am. Hope you guys are too. Make sure to get both sides. Flip your hands up and down. Okay, let's bring it back. Let's come to a regular plank here. So remember that you can walk your knees out as far as you like. Shoulders are over wrists. We have a plank. The belly button is above the elbows. That's our plank. Belly button wraps up. Okay, we're going to hold a plank for 1 big breath. And we're going to bend the elbows to pull them in toward the ribs as we exhale. Okay, and you can do this on your knees. You can inhale to rise up, press the floor away, and exhale, pull the elbows in. Okay, so we're going to work the upper body big time. Let's keep going. Okay, find your modification. Maybe use 1 knee. Keep breathing. This is 4. Getting warm. 5. 6. 7. Use those knees for the last 3 if you need to. Okay. Keep the breath, keep the belly wrapped in. Last one is the best one. Next time the elbows are on the ribs, hold. We're going to count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel free to use your knees. 2 and 1. Go ahead and drop it back down. Whew. All right, let's flip it over. I'm going to have you guys sit and then just put your legs out in front. And a nice chance to kind of let your upper body rest here. We're going to grab knees and pop it up into a boat. And we'll make the spine nice and long, sitting up very tall. Okay, we have the heart definitely rising up. The belly button is definitely tucking in. And the tailbone is pointing at our toes. Okay, and we have the option here to grab our knees, drop our toes, our hands, or you can float hands, straighten legs. So many options in a boat. But from where you are, can you just roll your low back onto the mat? Just roll it down. Okay, and then just experience that. Okay, you might grab the knees, you might use your hands and toes. Now let's try rolling it back up. Find a regular boat, just come on up. Drop the knees, do what you need to do. Drop the toes, okay? Roll it back. We can think of inhaling to roll back and exhaling to roll up. Okay, let's take that a few more times. We'd like to do this about 10 times, but we rather do them slowly with control than rush through them and lose a sense of control. So just experiment here, not too serious. Keep breathing, halfway there. All right, I'm on about number 6. Definitely feeling a lot warmer. Few more. Okay, these last few are the best ones, okay? This last one is the one that we're gonna hold. Come up into your boat pose. Find your appropriate modification if there is one. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop our feet. Drop your hands behind you. Go ahead and come on up to a crab. Should feel nice after that. Should be a nice stretch. And take a moment to enjoy the stretchiness of it. You can kind of open up your shoulders here. Make sure the elbows are softly bent. And just point the fingers in the direction that is most pleasing for your wrists. We're going to get one leg up. We could think of lifting the right leg, trying to kick the ceiling. And then bring it down, just controlled. Left leg up, kicks up, bring it down. controlled. Keep breathing. Okay, we can always drop our hips if we need to modify. We can always put more bend in the elbows if we feel any strain in the arms. Okay, more than halfway, keep it up. Keep the hips lifted. Okay, these last few are the best few. There's gonna be a hold coming up here. All right, so the next time you have a leg up, hold it right there. Just hold and breathe. Maybe drop your hips, definitely bend your elbows at least a little bit. Maybe lift the hips a little bit. Okay, feel that glute muscle working, that left or whatever glute you're not holding up, okay? Let's think of straightening the top leg. Can we move it slightly closer to the face? Elbows are soft. Maybe one more big breath here. And we're gonna switch sides. Bring it down, lift the other one, hold. Press the floor away. Think of squeezing the glute that's not the grounded leg. All right, one more big breath here. Move that toe towards your face and let it go. All right, friends, we're going to bring it back to another little boat. So as you're ready, find your boat variation. Remember, you can have your hands and feet grounded for a boat. You can grab your knees. You have so many options, okay? All right, let's get to work. This is going to be a bicycle boat. So if we have our hands free, then we can put them by our ears. But if not, we're just turning our shoulders from side to side, pretty much, okay, twisting, okay? So we can think of inhaling through center and exhaling as we look over one shoulder. If your hands are free, feel free to put your hands on your ears, okay? And then maybe your legs get involved too. They're bringing opposite knee toward elbow. And the opposite knee and elbow may not touch. Keep breathing, thinking a long spine here. You can always drop your feet or your hands, maybe two more on each side. Very nice. Okay, next time you get somewhere, hold it right there. Knee to elbow, holding right there. Breathe. Okay, we might drop a hand, we might drop a foot, we might open the arms wide. Look at your back hand, neck is long. Switch sides, hold, hold. Maybe drop a hand or a foot, maybe open arms wide. Look behind, long spine. Okay, one more big breath here. And bring it back, go ahead and let it go. All right, we're gonna roll it down to a bridge from here. So if you grab behind your knees, you can roll it on down. Bridge feels nice after all that work. Okay, from here, let's just line up our bridge. So we'll just make it a really intentional, crisp, well-aligned bridge by planting our feet firmly and then thinking of dragging the heels, your heels towards your glute. They won't actually go towards your glute, but they're dragging in that direction. And then let's put a little engagement between the knees, like you're trying to hold a tennis ball there, a little invisible tennis ball. And there's still a tennis ball of space, of course. And there's also one between your inner thighs. Hold a tennis ball there too, please. And there's also one between your heels. Hold one there. Okay, so holding 3 tennis balls, heels, knees, and thighs. Okay, with a big breath in, lift your hips. Keep your tennis balls. And as you exhale, lower your hips, just as low as you want to go. You might rest them on the floor or hover. Let's take a few more like this, just bringing it up and down. Okay, feeling that nice work in the back body. Waking up the glutes here as we press the hips nice and high. Nice work. Make sure we have a space between the chin and the chest all the time. You can keep your nose pointed straight up and your upper spine should be aligned just nicely, okay? So here we go. Next time your hips are up, let's hold it right here. We're gonna lift the right leg toward the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna keep it nice and high. And we always have a chance to take a break here by dropping that right foot if we like, but we're gonna drop the hips almost to the floor and then we're gonna press them up. We're gonna do this 10 times. Here's number 9, drop them almost to the floor and press them up. Keep breathing. Here's number 8, strong left leg. Okay, continue to drag that left heel toward the back of your head. 7, 6. Okay, feel that back body lighting up. 5, nice and slow. 4, 3, 2. Okay, really starting to feel it. The last one is the best one. 1. Okay, as you come up next, switch legs. We're going to switch sides. The right foot is down. The left leg is up. We're going to drop the hips almost to the floor and then pick them up. Okay, 10 times. 9. Control. 8. 7. 6. Okay, keep dragging the right heel toward the back of your head. Keep pressing the floor with your arms. 3. Felix and Billy, please go somewhere else. Love you. And 1. Nice. Last one is the best one. Lower your hips. Go ahead and drop both your feet. And take a moment here. You kind of windshield wiper your legs side to side. All right, rolling it back up to a boat. Go ahead and tuck your hands behind your knees. We're rolling it back up. Okay, friends, here we are in boat. We're going to try holding a boat for a little while. So let's just see what happens. Now we want to start in maybe a modification, or maybe we'll end in a modification, but use all of them available, please. But do line your spine up nice and long. And we're just going to hold this one. And we're going to think of just seeing how deeply we can get this fold in the body to come up. So the knees might be grabbing and pulling into the chest almost. And we're just going to enjoy this nice posture. So do think of shooting out lightning bolts from your toes. Do think of shooting out a lightning bolt out of the top of your head. Okay, really wrapping the belly button in toward the spine. Consider floating 1 or 2 hands. Big breath. Think about rolling the shoulder blades into the back pockets. Lifting the heart up high. So much to think about here. A slight squeeze between the 2 halves of the body, the left and the right. Nice. 1 more big breath here. Nice work. Go ahead and drop your feet. Roll it on back to the floor. Okay, so nice just to allow all those muscles to work and hold and get warm. Okay, back into a bridge. This time we're going to march it. Okay, we're going to have right leg marching up. Right foot comes back down. Left leg marching up. Left leg comes back down. Maybe bend your elbows here. Press them down. Reach your fingers to the ceiling. Keep it going. Okay, you want a little more from this? Continue to squeeze your elbows as if they could, squeeze your heels as if you could move them toward the back of your head. Last 2 are the best 2. Okay, next time you have a leg up, hold right there. Extend that leg toward the ceiling. Make it as long and strong as you can. Can you pull that toe toward the back of your head? Hold. Okay, use your hip flexor. Pull the belly button in. Switch legs. 1 down, other one up. Hold, extend toward the back of your head. Push the floor down with everything else. Nice. Go ahead and let it go. Okay, tuck your hands behind your knees. Let's roll it up. Let's do some side plank. Let's get onto the left side. All right, we're going to have left elbow under left shoulder. We have the option to keep the hips down at any time. Knees, 1 knee, no knees. Options, okay? Here we go. Coming up into your side plank. We're going to keep it simple for now. We're just going to drop the hip toward the floor and then lift it as high as we comfortably can. And then drop it toward the floor and then lift it nice and high. Okay, keep breathing. This would be 3. This would be 4. All right, always feel free to drop a knee. Even drop your hip. Just want to feel that side body really waking up. 3 more. 2 more. These are the best 2. We're going to hold the last one, okay? Last one. Coming up, hold. We're gonna lift the top leg. If we feel spicy, keep breathing. You can also do this with a knee on the floor. Make one more big breath here, wherever you are. And we're gonna bring it on down. Go ahead and lay all the way down on your side. All right, shoulder under, left shoulder is under right shoulder. And you can just rest your left ear in your own left hand, okay? And we want the legs nice and long legs. Go ahead and drop the right hand down in front of you. And then see that you can really push the floor with it. We want to stack hips and shoulders very nicely here and put a little lift in the left side. So make sure there's always a mouse hole. Okay, let the legs be long and kind of squeeze them together as you lift them up. So let them be very stiff, like Barbie doll legs, okay? And then we're gonna push the floor with the right hand. Can we lift the upper body too? We're inhaling up like this, and we're exhaling to lower it down. It's like the opposite of the side plank we just did. Inhaling to lift, exhale, lower. Keep breathing. Keep the left side lifting. This is kind of a wobbly and challenging movement, and that's okay. Just bring your own fluidity to it. Halfway. Push down. If you need a modification, you can grab the left hand onto the right tricep. All right, always there for you. You can always use yourself as a handle. Last two are the best two. We're gonna hold the last one, okay? And here it is. Next time you come up, hold and breathe. Maybe grab your left hand onto your right tricep. Maybe not. Keep breathing, maybe lift a little higher. And let it go. All right. You can just rest your upper body for a little while, but please keep that little mouse hole under your left side. And please keep the stacked feeling of your hips and shoulders. The right hand can continue to stabilize. We're going to take the right foot and kind of plant it out front. You can think of it being somewhere between your thigh and your left thigh and your left hip on the floor. And we're going to lift the left leg up the floor. So as you do that, notice the left side wants to move down. Just move it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay, think of shooting out through the left toe. From the hip to the toe, make a long line of electricity. All right, as you're ready, let's do 10 in the other direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it where it is. Lift it high without dropping the left hip, and then tap the pinky toe to the floor. And then lift it nice and high. Ooh. Tap the pinky toe to the floor, okay? 8, and tap. 7, keep the left side lifted, tap. 6, tap. 5, tap. 4, keep the left side lifting. Okay, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hold right here with me. Hold. Reach out through the toe to make it a little longer. Lift the left side a little more. And then move the left toe as far inward toward the midline as you can. Maybe cross. Keep breathing. Move it up toward the sky. Maybe one more big breath. Just work your adductors here. And then let it go. Feel that work in the inner thigh, your adductors. Excellent work. Okay, as you are ready, I'm just gonna have you come up to a seat and switch sides. All right, let's come down to a right side elbow plank. Okay, elbow under shoulder. Remember your modifications. You can have your hips down, okay? Knees, one knee, or no knees. Okay, find your plank. Here we go. We have the hips up on the inhale, and we're lowering them almost all the way down on the exhale. And you can breathe differently from that. Just make sure you keep breathing, okay? So we're gonna do 10 of these. So I'd say this is about 7, 6, 5. Okay, keep that pressing down idea. Push the floor actively away. So keep the right shoulder really active and don't let it collapse. Okay, last 3 are the best 3. 2. We're gonna hold the last one. Come on up, hold, maybe consider lifting the top leg. Keep breathing. You can do this and drop a knee. Nice. One more big breath here. And come on down. Whew. All right, if you just lay down here and get your right shoulder stacked under the left shoulder, we're going to set this side up, okay, for a little bit more side strength. We can think of this as a side crunch. So let's get the legs long and straight and kind of squeeze them together so they're quite stiff and they can move as a unit. And then we have a little lift in the right side. And we have a definite stacking priority of the hips and shoulders. We're kind of trying. We can use the left hand to keep the shoulders and hips stacked. All right, so we're lifting the legs first. Let's try lifting the upper body too. We're up to inhale, and we come down to exhale. Okay, keep breathing. If you want a little more challenge, you can try to remain hovering throughout. Okay, never really touching down. You just remove your rest moment. If you need more challenge, come down and rest between. Or if you need less challenge, come down and rest between. Or just grab your left tricep with your right hand. Okay, last few. We're going to hold one. Next time you come up, hold. Okay, think of extending through your toes, extending through the top of your head. Maybe the right hand grabs the left tricep. One more big breath. Nice, let it go. All right, let your upper body rest on the floor here. And then we're gonna keep our little mouse hole, left or right side mouse hole. We have the left foot coming in and grounding in front of that right thigh. You could think of somewhere between the knee and the hip. Then we think of kind of moving the left knee away. We get a bonus inner thigh stretch from this left leg, which we worked last time. And so now that we're stretching the left inner thigh, let's work the right inner thigh. So lift that right side. We're going to lift the right leg and circle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Think of reaching out long through the toe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rewind that. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep the right side lifting. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to lift and lower. Keeping the right side lifted is our challenge here. Keeping that right hip, or what do we call that? Flank. Okay, keep breathing. Lift and lower. Shoot out through that right toe. The leg is so long. And next time it's up, let's hold it right there. And then think of lifting the right leg in, and up. So using those inner thighs, keep breathing. Nice challenge. And let it go. All right, as you're ready, roll onto your back. All right, this is a nice moment to maybe do some windshield wipers again. Just kind of nice work in the hips. Just now, inner and outer thigh. Right side, left side, rib cage, obliques. Nice work. Okay, from here, we're going to hover our knees just above our hips. And we're going to start with our most gentle option would be to ground our hands by our hips and keep our head grounded. If the low back feels safe and feels connected to the floor, belly button pulling downward, we can lift the chin to kind of look at your belly button. Okay, tucking the chin, lifting the shoulder blades. And then if that still feels good, we can put fingers by ears. Just kind of find what works best for you. Either way, friends, whatever modification your upper body prefers, let your lower body extend one leg and then bring it back to center, hovering knee above hip. Extend the other leg and bring it back to center. So just kind of experimenting. We're just setting ourselves up here, make modifications. Okay, once everything's going great, maybe we'll want to start to move our arms. Okay, what if we had opposite arm moving forward with opposite leg? Let's try that. Keep the breath. Okay, when in doubt, just take a big breath. Okay, next time you reach out through one arm and leg, hold. Whatever arms and legs you have extended, do reach out through them. Take up a lot of space. Okay, do press the low back into the floor. Keep the spine long. Keep your chest broad. And wherever you are, switch sides. Hold. Extend through all your arms and legs. Low back is grounded. Chin is tucked. Keep breathing. One more breath here. And let it go. Come on down. Okay, another nice chance to roll the low back into the floor. All right, let's do some roll ups and roll downs. Okay, just nice fluidity, kind of building flexibility in the spine. If we take the leg out long here, and we reach the arms out long away from us. Big breath in here. Think of reaching fingers and toes away from each other. And as you exhale, maybe with or without the help of your elbows on the floor, we're going to roll ourselves up. So exhale, think of curling the front of your body, reaching forward as far as is comfortable. And when inhale, we want to uncurl, control. Like you're holding a ball, maybe that you're handing to someone in front of you and then handing to someone behind you. Exhale to roll it up. Use the exhale to strengthen your roll up. And use the inhale to kind of naturally expand into your roll back. Always use the help of your elbows if you like, and always bend your knees to make it more accessible, more gentle. Halfway there. All right. Next time you roll up, go ahead and stay rolled up. And we're going to roll onto a right side plank. So come to a right side plank. This time we're going to have hand on the floor under that right shoulder. We're going to get a little bit more strong in the side body. We're going to do some side plank crunches. So that means you can always do this with a knee on the floor. And we can just have the left leg lifted. We would think of bending the left elbow and bringing left knee to left elbow. So just like that, okay? Okay, we want to think of being long on the inhale and pulling it in on the exhale. Alternatively, for extra challenge, you can extend the right leg and make the right side plank a long side plank instead of supported. So let's do 10, okay? Inhale to be long, exhale to pull it in. Keep that hip as lifted as you can, please, that right hip. Keep it going. Halfway there. Three more. These are the best ones right here. And we're going to try to hold the last one. Let's just see what happens. Let's go. This one, hold. Push the floor away. Remember, you can always drop a knee. Keep breathing. One more big breath here. And go ahead and come on down. Okay, let's roll onto our backs from here. Come on down. Take a little break down here. Take a little break. All right, here, your hands are grounded by your hips again. Your belly button is moving toward the floor. And we're, again, going to lift the knees up off the floor and float them, or lift feet up off the floor, float knees over hips. And then you always have the option to keep your hands down and keep your head down, or roll your head and shoulders up. Even fingers by ears is a great option. But this time, instead of extending one leg at a time, we're going to try to keep the right angles on the backs of the knees crisp as we touch a toe to the floor and lift it up. Okay, and we're going to do that 10 times. Keeping the knee angle crisp is challenging, for me at least, but do your best activating those legs. Nice breath. You can always drop the head. You can always drop the hands if the low back tweaks. Okay, maybe 3 more on each side. Two more. Last one, best one. Finish it out. Nice. Okay, let that go. And then as you're ready, I'll meet you in a left side plank. You can come up on your hand. Here we are. Let's do the other side. So same idea. You can do this in a supported plank position, or an unsupported plank. So you decide what you like best. Okay, so it'll change on the day. And then let's get the right arm bent, the right leg bent. We have an inhale to be long on the right side. We have an exhale to pull the knee and elbow together. So inhaling long. I like to reach out long sometimes. Exhale, pull it in. Nice and strong. Keeping the right side open even as you pull the knee and elbow together. Keep it going. Okay, couple more. These last ones are the best ones. We're going to try to hold it, okay? This one, next time you come in, you put the knee and elbow together. Hold. Lift the bottom hip. Push the floor. Keep breathing. Excellent challenge. One more big breath. And let it go. Come on and roll it down. Okay, I'll meet you on your back again. Come on down. Same ideas here. We're going to ground our hands, ground the low back. Option to keep the head and hands down or not. So set up your upper body just the same. We're going to have the legs out long up overhead to start, and we'll start fluttering. One leg comes out long and comes back up. Other leg points out long across the front of the mat, comes back up. Keep breathing, keep moving. Okay, options to make this easier. Bend your knees, okay, and pull them in closer to your chest. Okay, to make this more challenging, keep your legs close to the mat, but make sure the low back doesn't leave the mat. That's something we're very concerned about here, okay? For more challenge for these last few, reach your hands out away from your toes. Keep the low back grounded. Last ones are the best. This one, last one. Nice. Come on down. Shake that out. Okay, and I'll meet you back up in a left side plank. This time, it's going to be a left side elbow plank again. Sorry, right side elbow plank. I want to go to the right side elbow plank. Okay, this time, we're going to have the left leg is going to stay on the floor. The right knee is going to come off the floor and come toward the right elbow. So we can keep the right knee down when we're not using it, okay? Or we can float the right knee when we're not using it. So here we go. We're going to do 10 of these. We're inhaling to have the right knee away from the left elbow. We're exhaling to bring them together. Cross the body, okay? Inhale to be long. Exhale, pull it in. So remember, you can use the right knee to support yourself or not. You have the choice. Nice work. Feels good. Pull it in. Halfway there. Dig with it. Couple more. Okay, last one. Hold it. And breathe right here. Keep breathing. Lift that bottom hip. One more big breath. Let it go. All right, roll onto your back. I'll meet you there again. Set your upper body up just like we did before, okay? Lift the chin, lift the hands, maybe not. Okay, this time, instead of fluttering, we're going to crisscross straddle. So we'll take our legs wide and then we'll cross them, okay? And we want to kind of pay attention to trying to cross the midline. So we're actively working our adductors and then our abductors as we move them away from each other. We activate and then we lengthen. Okay, keep breathing. Remember to drop your head, drop your arms, do what you need to do. If you like that extra challenge, put the legs close to the floor. Try that. You can also reach your hands for the back of the room to add challenge. To take a weight challenge, bend your knees. Keep going. Cross one way, cross the other way. Nice. One or two more. Great challenge. And let it go. All right, rock it up. I'll meet you in, this time, a left side elbow plank. And we'll do the other side. So same idea. We have the right leg holding strong and long here. And we can either use the left knee on the floor for support when we're not moving it or not. We can choose to float it and have extra challenge. So please modify. We're going to inhale to be long and open. We're going to exhale, right elbow to left knee. Okay, inhale to lengthen. We're going to do 10. Here's 9. And 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Keep it going. You can always rest that knee. 3. Okay, we're going to try to hold the last one. And this is the last one. So let's hold. Push the floor away. Find the strength to pull it inward. Big belly breath. And let it go. Come on down. Okay, on your back again. Come on down. All right, nice work. Feeling properly warm here. All right, friends, find a bridge. And we're just gonna do some bridge crunches here, just to kind of seal the deal. So we're gonna think of crunching up. So curl your shoulders up off the mat. Look at your belly button as you reach past your shins. Then we're gonna roll it down. And we're gonna do that a couple times. We can think of exhaling to lift the hips, inhaling to roll them down, exhaling to roll it up into a little crunch, and inhaling to roll it down. Let's keep that going, okay? Roll it up and roll it down. A few more just like this. Okay, focusing on the back body strength on the bridge and front body strength on the crunch. All right, next time you are in a bridge, let's pause there. We're gonna meet in a bridge. And let's really set it up. So realign so that your heels are sort of pulling towards your shoulder blades. So really activate the back body. You want to feel your glutes fired up. Heels are pulling toward the shoulder blades. You have all 3 of your tennis balls. Okay, let's think of the belly button sliding down towards your lungs. What if your belly button could just drip down towards your lungs and your neck is long, we have the elbows bent. Maybe okay, and what if we put our big toes together? Just swing your big toes in toward each other and touch them together and start to squeeze them toward each other. Now, what if we also did that with our knees? Can you squeeze your knees toward each other? Find some nice strength here as we squeeze the big toes, squeeze the knees together, pull the heels towards your shoulder blades. Nice inner thigh strength here for maybe one more big breath. Now we're going to think of rolling the spine down very slowly here as we come down. All right. Nice work. Go ahead and swing your legs way up into the sky. Just take the arms very wide. Glue your shoulder blades and your palms into the floor. So we're thinking of grounding and really stabilizing our whole wingspan. Okay. Maybe even tuck your shoulder blades underneath your heart. And let's glue our legs together. So let's see if we can get the feet and the knees to touch. And we can bend the knees as much as we like to make this more accessible. And let's, without letting the shoulder blades peel up, let your feet drop towards your left fingertips, just as far as you can hover them. Just hover, and don't let the right shoulder blade peel up. So we want to make sure the right shoulder blade stays grounded. And let's think of bringing the legs back up. And then dropping the toes toward the right fingertips. Hover, keep the left shoulder blade grounded. Okay, let's keep going. We can think of inhaling to center and exhaling to drop the legs. Keeping the shoulder blades grounded, of course. Maybe you start to look away from your legs, allowing that twist, just roll up and down your spine. Keep it going, okay? Keep the shoulder blades grounded. Keep the belly button moving inward. Maybe one or two more on either side. Okay, next time you drop your legs to one side, just let them fall. You can bend the knees as much as you'd like. And then we're gonna look away from the knees. So look in the opposite direction. Allow your whole spinal column to be twisted and long here. Ground your shoulder blades. Let's take a few breaths. Try to relax as much as you can here. Breathe deeply for a few moments. And let all the work that you just did start to soak in. Okay, we're starting to really cool down here. Get the heart rate lower, get the breath rate lower. The tissues are beginning to cool, and we want to cool them in an open, lengthened, relaxed state. So this twist is ideal for that. And then as you're ready, bring your legs up and through to the other side. Drop them over there. Let the knees bend if they will. Let the legs be soft. Let's look away from the knees. Ground the shoulder blades. And nice breath here. All right, as you're ready, bring it back in. Go ahead and rock yourself up. Come on up. Let's just get our arms really quick, okay? If you find a little comfy seat, and pat yourself on the back with your right hand. Then your left elbow can grab your right. Your left hand can grab your right elbow and just point it out to the left. Make some space for your neck, like a picture frame for your face. And make sure we're grounding the hip that we're leaning away from. So we might feel this all the way down through the low back if we're lucky. All right, let's bring it up and switch sides. Make a little picture frame for your face. Left hand on your back. And lean it to the right. All right, as you're ready, bring it back in. Thank you so much.